water the way I cook.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 31-yard line. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. they've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd down and 8. Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now here's a throw. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stopped him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they're not going to play this conservative. I don't think they had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I can hear a sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Pickett back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action, Pickett. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Under pressure, they got him again. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Ray McLeod deep here for the Niners. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Three nothing after one on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37 as they've got it as we resume action. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the Steelers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ray McLeod to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out across midfield down to the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6. Connects with Kittle underneath. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Finds Pickens out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Firemouth. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Shifts by him, and he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Looking deep for Jennings. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 74 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, here's Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 76 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Pickett back to the air on second down. That's going to be caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now 3rd down and very long. from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Olszewski. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 46 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. Purdy looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. To the air on first down with Pickett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Pickett back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
17.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. It's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Pickett. Incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Purdy looking to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Pickett looking to throw on second down. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Third down here. Looking to throw, Pickett. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett now from the gun here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For the Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is
certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt, and this one is no good. He missed it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A handoff left, McCaffrey down to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 72 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Cameron Latu from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Moody for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Back to throw. Pickett finds Pickens out wide. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Pickett, he finds Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end fire move. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
49 pickup on the play. First down, 49ers.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. This is McCaffrey on the give. To about the 48-yard line.
Look, already running back runs is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, McCaffrey. They juked him. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his 2nd Pro Bowl.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They go play action here. Purdy. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 7. This is Harris on the draw. And bulldozing his way through. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Pickett. That's complete to Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Throw left side, held in by Pickens. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now 1st and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They hand this off to Harris. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's in for a touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. As well go with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's 2nd down. Purdy to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Purdy with one final shot here. And it's incomplete, so their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end